You know what? I really did want to do Beat Saber today too, but I didn't figure it out. It's gonna be a little bit. Number one, I don't know if my computer can handle. I think it should be able to handle doing like the VR and like streaming at the same time. Uh, but the other thing is too, I don't know how it's gonna sound the microphone with VR because I think I'd have to change. Like I when I did a test recording, it wasn't picking up the desktop audio. But like when I tried, it was crazy. I haven't played Beat Saber in like I don't know how many, at least a month or two, and at least I feel like it's been that. And yeah, it was kind of crazy because I went to play some songs and I was like, oh fuck! It's like I got S rank on one song. It was yeah, it was Pop Stars and the KDA Pop Star song, and I was like, holy shit! I never got S, and it was on expert. It was like, what the fuck? I just needed to take a break from the game apparently, and then do amazing. There is Twitch things. I think I might die if I do that though. I mean, it's technically along the same lines as it's still musical, right? Oh my god. You actually want me to do Twitch things? Is this an actual thing that needs to happen at some point? It's funny, I was joking with High Dragon about it the other day. I was like, we should do Twitch things at some point. He was like, fuck no. I mean, it could be fun. You know what's really funny about it though? I remember I was talking with Pogo about it. I was like, it's it's amazing how you can find a song and be like, I know this song, and then you go to sing it and you realize you only know like this this much. Yeah, it could be fun or a train wreck. That's right. That's right. Maybe I could do a little fun thing like a celebration like 20 subs and I do Twitch sings and make an ass out of myself. That is yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yes, that is the thing. Or you know the whole song and you can actually sing it, but somehow you can't get a good score on it. I do feel like sometimes it's a little off, like tempo wise. Is that what you found too? Like some songs, I feel like they feel a bit slower, or like the input is off at times. Just remember we're laughing with you. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't it you, Norm, that said you love Beastie Boys? They have a few Beastie Boys songs on there, and I was like, oh man, Beastie Boys are known to let the beat drop. uh, it is kind of fun though. Twitch sings, even if I might be horrible at it. No, but they ain't bad. Hell yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it more seriously, for sure. Um, And I am going to look at the capture card stuff. And thanks, Pogo, for telling me about that. Because I think it would be fun to play some older games. I have a lot of games. Too many games. Many of which I've never beaten. So, yeah. This is a nice little intermission from up, down, down, shoot, shoot, shoot. Or who? Freaking Michael. I still couldn't believe it when they had him in the game. That was great. But there's also it was kind of disappointing though with Twitch Sings because I mean it's harmonics working with Twitch, and there's some songs you'd expect to be there but they aren't there. But I imagine they'll add them eventually or something. But trying to think here, um, we could try Space Channel 5 again. I feel like such ass at it though, because I'm too tired. It's been too long. I'm old. It's probably boring to watch, although I'm trying to make it exciting and funny. Well, not exciting. I mean, maybe it's exciting for some people. Seeing those sexy polygons, space fans. Shake that space booty. Um, I do want more like rhythm games though. That is a thing. Like like I said, like that's why I was looking at Space Channel 5 and Beat Saber. Although holy fuck, you flail your arms around so much in Beat Saber, it's ridiculous. But what other like good music games are there? Like on PC? I mean, I know someone could say like Osu, but I mean, don't get me wrong, Osu's fun. I've played it a little bit, but it's no Parappa. Also, holy jeez, I have a lot of games that need updates. Also, I don't know why. I still have Maple Story 2 installed. I need to uninstall it. I played it for what, how long? And I was just 3 hours. Bitrunner. Yes, I think I did. A little bit. Bitrunner. Isn't that, am I thinking of the right? Isn't there, is that, like, there's Bit Trip Core too, right? Bit Trip Runner. That's, yeah, 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 yeah. I could play that. I don't even remember what it's like though. Was it like it was like a side-scrolling? Yeah, what did you do in that again? Kind of fun, repetitive. Okay, yeah. Bitch Rip Runner. I want to play that game. Also, you know what? I got a few other. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember what else I got with. It was like a Sega sale. Oh yeah, I got Nights into Dreams. Well, that's not music related. Also, God knows how that's gonna look trying to stream that. Um, Sega Bass Fishing. I did buy that. And Sonic Adventure DX. What was the other one? Oh yeah, and Crazy Taxi. That was the other one too. In that game, you play a pimp named Slickback. Ah, yes, that would be good. I'd play that game. I forgot. I knew. I was like, no, there's another one I had. I have Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio is lots of fun. Or so that's how I remember it. Because again, I've come to realize that sometimes when you go back to play games that you thought were fun and amazing, you realize they still are kind of, but there can be flaws with them. Like, did any of you ever play Jet Set Radio? Half of the games you had on PlayStation 1 are like that, yeah. Also, I still find it funny. Like, don't get me wrong, I think Final Fantasy VII is a good game, but I'm amazed with how many people like think it was like one of the best Final Fantasies ever. And I think I can understand, like I think for some people it's probably like that was their first Final Fantasy, but like still, I think there are far better ones. Wait, really? Wait, I've been reading your diary. Uh, could never finish Final Fantasy VII. I did play Final Fantasy VII too, but I never finished it. I think I remember the ending though, and I remember seeing like the latter. I'm gonna call it the latter half of it because I watched my brother play a lot of it. But why Pogo? Have you been talking about Final Fantasy VII or writing in your diary about it? I think the wind just blew my brother's door shut. It scared me. Wait, The Long Dark has an update? What? My master's thesis on how so many people treat each series' first entry into polygons as the pinnacle of video games. Yeah, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? Because I mean, we had other Final Fantasy games, like in North America, but I think it was like the time and almost like the time and the place for like a better lack of a better way of putting it, right? And I think the marketing was there, and I don't know. Yeah, I think it was just the right time, and just people took notice of it, I guess. But yeah, And plus, it was so, ooh, the graphic fidelity of the Popeye the Sailor Man arms of the. Also, sneaking like 4 cookies. Why not 5? Or is that too noticeable? Also, why did everyone leave you alone? Like, why are you left alone? Uh, Mario 64, Ocarina, Final Fantasy 7, GTA 3. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Mario 64 was a lot of fun, but it was not perfect at all. None of them are perfect. But like when they came, like they all were good in their own right at the time. Um, yeah, but then the unwarranted hatred of the subsequent games. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I went and I looked back. And like I was going through the Sekiro footage. I wonder if I can find the clip. But it's kind of it's not it's not exactly what we're talking about, but it just made me think. Um, so uh like you know how you're talking, I just had this mental image of your like the unwarranted hatred of like subsequent games, and I just pictured like gamers like "Rah," freaking out about it. And there was that one clip I made. Where is it? I should probably, by the way, like whether or not I go back to Space Channel 5, I realize I probably should like change my channel setting just to like just chatting, at least temporarily. But I gotta find, where is it? Oh my god. There was there was one part, I'll see if I can find it, where it was so there was like this one scene where there was an ogre chained up in Sekiro, and I made a joke about like that's the sound gamers make. Um, I mean that is true, Norm. It's so fucking true. No one's looking for Space Channel 5. Um, yeah, I mean that is true. That is true. They may come and watch, but no. But going back to the ogre thing, there was an ogre chained up, and he's like "Roar, rah," freaking out and whatever, and I'm like, that's the sound gamers make when they've heard that like their game's been delayed, and it was just so perfect. Anyway, by the same token, I feel like gamers in general are far too angry about a lot of the time stuff that isn't important. Like, don't get me wrong, there are things to get upset about, but sometimes like the loudest voices end up like what you're hearing is not as important. Yeah, but Norm, you're an angry gamer, but I feel like most of the time when you bring up things that annoy you or upset you or frustrate you, they're usually pretty valid and grounded. Because you're old. I know we're all getting old and bitter, and it's like back in my day, games used to just be fun. I wish also I really wish there was more functionality like of filters built into Twitch. Like it drives me nuts that I can't just filter by game like for clips, you know? It's so annoying. So annoying. Oh yeah. And my reaction to the headless stealing the Shiriko Dama. Thanks to Nutter bringing it up. Uh, that was great. Give me a sec. I am gonna switch the category just to let's just chat for a bit because this is fun. Not that Space Channel 5 wasn't fun, but it was fun. And I'm not gonna like I'm gonna have to change. Hi. I don't know. Title is hi. Why not? There. Hi. If we end up playing something else, we end up playing something else. But I don't like having my category be something that it's not currently. What's that? As the old adage goes, the screechy ree, the screechy ree gets the oil. So true. Um, if I type my clip name, will it pop up here? Only in the channel it was clipped up. If you, I think if you go to your, I think if you go to your dashboard, because I think everyone gets a dashboard anyway, right? And you were to go to the like the left side panel and go to clips, you'll see all your clips that you've made. Um, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Man, there were so many good moments in Sekiro. I wouldn't mind playing it again and going for that other ending. God, it was so hard that game. I mean, it was and it wasn't. Like, I know that sounds ridiculous considering I spent like how many hours trying to beat the last boss of Sekiro, but still, like, it's hard. I think the thing that makes it the most difficult, or like makes it difficult in a matter of speaking, is like you just need patience. And I'd like to think I have patience, but in some cases I didn't. So that's when I some say you never beat it, that it was too hard for you. Bullshit, I beat that game. And I got the, well, I feel like I got the best ending. It's the hardest ending, so it's the best. So anyone that feels differently can F off. No, but I am curious to know what the other endings are. I have not spoiled it. Um, I'd like to know what it is. Also, a lot of you missed one of the best parts in Sekiro. I think a lot of you had gone away in that moment where there was this giant rope creature that carried me to the divine realm, and I told you later about it when I stupidly made comments about the bulging coin purse that I picked up, and then I was talking about how this giant rope thing picked me up and carried me off to like the divine realm. And for some reason, like the developers, like the way they he had junk, you know? It was like, okay, this is fine. There's just like never mind, I'm not even gonna bother continuing that. But like we said, when we had that conversation, Sekiro has it all, you know? It's got it all. It's great. Uh, what are some of your like do you guys have any like hmm, memorable moments that really stood out for you playing any particular kind of game? Like trying to think what moments really got to me. Like and in what games? Decapitations and butt souls. What more does one exactly, right? Don't forget you forgot about the diapers. You forgot about the diapers and the bulging coin purse and the grumpy grannies and grumpy old men too that sound like they're taking a shit when they're angry. Um Also, don't do it while you're at work, but what was that anime called? I mentioned it before. Oh my gosh, what is it called? Sarazanmai. That's what it is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm sending you the Wikipedia because that's safe. And but please do not look up stuff related to this show unless you're in, in the safety of your own home. Um, I don't remember if I posted a link for that before, but Nutter, that's and well, everyone, that's that show I had mentioned before where like it's about kappas, people being turned into kappas and stealing shirikodamas from the anus of their enemies. Yeah, exactly. The energy butt stealing show. Exactly. That's the one. Yep. What is that? Uh, yeah, last night I was in a game of Civil. Oh yeah, that's right. You played Civ 6. Okay, yeah, a long ass game. Okay, hundreds of turns, only to hit a turn limit in 5 turns. Oh shit. Spent all that time building a civilization and army to force exit in 5 turns. No, no. Oh, that sucks. Did you get to like fight anyone? So Did you get because there's quite a few DLCs for Civ 6 now, right? Yeah, that's a good point, Pogo. I do like Civ 6 though. Domination only. So that victory is only through conquest then? I don't I'm so sorry. I say I've played some Civ 6 but not enough of like trying out the different modes and such. Yeah. I should maybe I should look at Civ and pick it up. I shh, you can put two and two together. I won't say anything else. I have played Civ, but you know, shh. Um, exactly. Kill enemy is the only way to win. But Norm, are we gonna be friends or are we gonna kill each other? I was told the Civ wasn't enough of an improvement over five. To get right. Yeah. Kill. You're gonna decimate me though. That's no fair. That's no good. I'll have to go like I'll have to go someone that can go naval so I can flee in my boat and escape. Then you'll have to hunt me down and you're like, fuck, I can't go after her. Alright. I will be on. I will be on, of course. Safe travels, Norm. Take care. See ya. Ciao, ciao. Um, I am gonna see though if I can get I can look into Civ 6, but also I'm gonna see if I can maybe get Beat Saber working. That would, because I think that would be fun. And you can see me struggle and flail around like a nincompoop. I swear, like, I don't know. I might be tempted to turn the camera off if I play. I probably will look like some stiff fucking puppet flailing my arms around. Puppet or a muppet. One or the other. Well, no, if I was a muppet, then I wouldn't be stiff. If I was a muppet, I'd be like noodling my arms around. So, um, but yeah, let me see. What was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, and also, Pogo. As far as the cards were going, the capture cards. Were you looking at like Elgato stuff? Or what wasn't that one of them? Like I think one of them I was looking at had been like the HG60 Pro. But yeah, I don't know. I know I have to do more research. Um, that one would be let me see. Gosh, some of them are expensive. But yeah, I was gonna say it's funny though how like I've got so we can have so many games, but I don't know about you guys. I sometimes go through phases where it's like I don't even know what I want to play. It's a mix of I don't know what I want to play and also like I don't want to say burnout, but there's not a lot like there's not too many games I really unless we're talking about older games, there's not too many new games that like I find myself really excited over. Also, speaking of new games, have any of you seen the trailer for oh my goodness, Death Stranding? Have you seen the newest trailer? I don't even know what the game is. I'm still trying to piece it together. I think I have kind of an idea, but it's a bit much. Let me is this the one? Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. Did you see it yet, Nutter? Did you see the trailer yet? We could watch it. We could watch it together if you so desire. You did? Yeah, okay, so what did you think about it? Because like the first chunk looks like it's like a hiking simulator. And then what else? It's like I don't know, you go through history. Also that I broke down with this part. Hold on, I'm gonna just where's my screen here for 2 seconds. This part here. This. This. Take my mask off. And look, I'm wearing another mask. Fancy that. Um, fuck. And then he's great. Yeah. It was me all along. It was I saw the trailer. I was watching I tuned in for like I don't know, half an hour and like or maybe an hour. I can't remember now. Like I was multitasking. I was looking at Robaz's stream for a little bit, and he was watching this trailer and he was just at a loss for words, and I couldn't help it. As soon as I saw that part, I had to type in his chat, and it was me and one other person. We were the only one that said it. Like takes off mask to show other mask, but like it's not even a full mask. It's a half mask. What's the point? I don't get it. Anyway, also then you've got like what Bird Box, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. The game looks really pretty. Mask section. Yeah. Uh, Cause like the way even like he's covering his face, I don't know if it's because it's like toxic there or like if he makes a sound they're gonna hear him. But I mean, obviously you're walking, that's gonna make sound, and oh no, they're coming to get you. And then like the tube baby, and I imagine like I get the feeling that you go into different historical periods either of your own accord or when you die. I don't know. I really don't know enough about the game, and I'm sure there's more information out there than I know. Oh, and this drove me nuts. This this drove me nuts. This. Just dry. Whoosh. Smoke. Like, mm-hmm. But I mean, he's amazing, so I guess he can do whatever he wants, right? Just like come out from the swamp and have a perfectly dry ciggy and light it up with his mind. Oh man, it really does look gorgeous though, and like the oil something like that, right? So yeah, and I guess the historical stuff is like I suppose World War One, two, and Vietnam. Um, it's it's interesting, but it's also really really weird, like really weird. Um, I don't know what other games though have caught my attention recently. Like I don't how about you guys? Are there any games you're excited for? Because honestly, yeah, like when I think about games that excite me, they're usually games I've even never played that are older, or just games I haven't finished yet. Um, I mean, I would like to actually, speaking of games, also like that I got recently, I would like to play more The Long Dark. One thing I wish though, and I noticed because I did play it like a few attempts in survival mode. I do wish stuff was procedurally generated. I understand why they didn't, right? Because that it like from a balance. Well, I mean you can balance things when it's procedurally generated anyway. But I mean I guess it's more. This provides a more consistent like playthrough. Like everything is where it is. If you spawn on a certain part of the map and you recognize it and you see train tracks, you know if you go to the right, there's going to be that building. And I get it, but it also takes away, I think, from that like that fun exploration aspect. I know the maps are huge though, and I think I only explored like 9% of the map, that first map. Um, so I should keep playing it, but there's that small part of me that's like I want it to be procedurally generated. Try not to let yourself get excited about things anymore. Yeah, I think that's safe. I can't get excited about games anymore. BioWare broke my heart. I know, I know. There's a lot of heartbreak though when it comes to games lately. Like Yeah, I don't know. Even the games I have enjoyed recently, there's a lot that could be improved with it. Um, yeah, I'm just thinking about it too. Like, it still really drives me nuts that a lot of developers, like, games can be fun, but I find more often than not, a lot of developers aren't relying on the experience being fun to keep you playing. Like they're focusing on other ways to get you to play, as Pogo would say, hours of content. You know, like the jobby aspect of some games is it's too much, and you should be playing a game because it's fun, not because it's requesting for you to do kill a bajillion enemies. Like I have to get on, yeah, exactly, get on the treadmill. Um, like like I've said before, there's some things I like about Destiny. Like it can be fun and like the gunplay and stuff feels good. I know, and a lot of people be like gunplay, but like I mean I don't know. There's something about it. I guess it's that Halo feeling, right? Um, but I don't like how they approach you playing it more and more and more. I don't like it. The bounties, because like Spoot's not wrong when he's like, "What's the point of the bounties?" I mean, there is a point, but the point isn't really that. Who cares? I guess maybe. Um, yeah, yeah. That's another thing too, though, right? Like there was a I went through a phase where I really loved MMOs, or I guess more specifically like MMORPGs. But I think once I started to realize like when your friends become absent or removed from the picture, you're just left with the game. And a lot of the games aren't that great. And like what's there is I just it's not enough. I don't know. And for me now I feel like again, I know I've mentioned WildStar, and like WildStar was nowhere, like it was not perfect at all. Like but I appreciated that the game, like the gameplay, I think required a little bit something more from you. It required a more active participation, and I get it. Like at the end of the day, you're just pushing buttons, right, or on your key, or even like clicking on your mouse, or like doing macro actions and whatnot. But um, I found it was more engaging. Like when I think back to main healing as a druid in Warcraft, I was a tree. Like I sure there was the odd fight where you'd have to move around or whatever, and who knows, maybe they got more inventive with some of the battles, but more often than not, and I did do raiding and stuff, I just felt like I just planted my roots and just healed. And I get it, that's the class, but I don't know, even still there's a lot of classes where it's like just move out of the badness and keep rolling your face on the keyboard. uh like there's things I was gonna say, I like how Monster Hunter is a little more active, I guess. I feel like though the earlier games were more, it required more coordination and teamwork. Those were fun. I'd love a good monster hunting game, but like that actually requires skill and coordination, and that it's not too grindy, where I just want to play a game that's fun. Shots fired. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, no, I know. That's not fair for me to say actual skill. I don't know. I guess where I'm coming though with that comment, where I'm coming from with that comment is sometimes I still feel like people haven't quite found the formula with some games, and how certain genres are mixed. Um, like when I hear my brother talking about the Division 2, and like it's a looter shooter and that can be fun, but when you start mixing in RPG elements to a game like that, sometimes feels weird, and like there's a disconnect. I guess like when you start, it's too bullet spongy, and you just have numbers flying all over the place. And he was also telling me, and I didn't know this was a thing, but like he'd have a weapon. Let's say it was like a submachine gun, and it's of this category. Like how Destiny will have like different assault rifles or SMGs or whatever the hell pistols, and they've got like they're the less unique ones. They've got, I can't even think of examples, but there's type A of this hand cannon, type B of this hand cannon, and that sort of thing. So it's kind of like that. That's my understanding in the Division 2. But he was saying that he has weapons of that, like let's say type A, and they'll have a shittier version of that weapon. Like it's got um, good whatchamacallit, like stats on it, in the sense of like um, maybe it does fire damage, or it does this or that. Like it's got interesting perks on it. And he gets a gun that's a better level with the same perks, but for some reason when he takes the two weapons into the shooting range, the newer weapon, the better weapon, actually does less damage than the other weapon. Like the shittier one, Um, I can't, and I couldn't believe it when we were discussing it. I was like, wow, so Destiny did something a bit better than, like, because at least with Destiny, right? Like it's light level. If you have something like it's light level, and then it's also like it's very clearly indicated what packs more punch, right? With the bars and such. But in the Division, my understanding is it's all number based and level based. So you'd think a higher level thing of this, like the same weapon type, is gonna be more damage, but it does less. And he's like, well, then, like, what the frickin' hell is the point? We're getting really interested in getting Monster Hunter World until I saw how the whole thing is just Extinction Simulator. How so? Like you're just killing monsters over and over again. I mean, isn't that kind of what all of them were though? But like, how so? Yeah, and gotta break it in first. I guess maybe the first division did that too, higher level but lower damage. But why? I don't understand. That's terrible, because wouldn't wouldn't they be scaling up the health of the enemies too? So that would make them super duper bullet spongy? Yes, why indeed? Did they accidentally like forget to have some if statements or something when they coded that? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay, I got you, Pogo. Yeah, yeah. Killing monsters because why not? Harvest them for meat and parts so that you can kill more monsters and profit. And yeah, it's just rinse and repeat, right? Yeah. But like, okay, so going back to the Monster Hunter thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, but didn't like the second or third one, they had more tactical elements to it, right? Like I could have sworn there were some enemies where it's like you had to harpoon them or something to pin them to the ground. Like, so, I mean, you didn't have to, but it made your life easier. Like, people would have to run up and go to harpoons and use them, and then, like, you have people on the ground to, like, fight the monster once you pin it down. Or there were definitely, like, these sand monsters or creatures, right, where you had to use, like, sonic bombs to throw them at the ground, and they'd pop out of the water, not out of the water, out of the sand. And like that's not a thing anymore, and it's like, why can't we have those cool things anymore? um I don't know, I had try for the Wii but never got past character. Wait, why? Just didn't feel like playing it, or just didn't end up having the time to like keep playing it, or had other better games to play? Also, my hair is like driving me nuts. It's like I feel like my hair is growing as time is going on. Yay, humidity. Honestly, don't really remember. Yeah. But yeah, I'm so positive there were more. I know that's not like exceedingly tactical, but like I think so maybe I don't mean actual skill, right? Like I mean, I think more creative interactions within like the gameplay itself. Um, yeah, because I just feel like otherwise it really is like you said, you're just killing monsters because so you can get their meat and parts and craft gear that you need in order to kill more stuff and harvest their meat and parts to make more stuff in order to kill. It's just like it's the circle of life that doesn't end because it's a circle. Um, yeah, but it just I don't know, and like I think like so I was playing the Lance class in Monster Hunter, right? And that's one I typically play. And then I saw there was like the bagpipe one, and I was like, oh sweet, like this is what I'm talking about. And meanwhile, it's like no one freaking like cares about that class. It's like I think the least played class. Uh, what's with Dauntless? Is it just a loot box Monster Hunter? I don't know anymore. I did play it for a little bit when it first went into beta. I was messaged by Gamma Rex about it. Actually, I want to say like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. He said he's been having a lot of fun with it with his brother. I can't say too much about it because I feel like I just played it too long ago, and I mean I'd like to think it's changed a lot since I last played it. Maybe it hasn't. It had some bugs when I played it, but otherwise it was pretty good considering they still had a lot of work to do. Um, but I think again, I think it's the same. I really think it's mostly the same as Monster Hunter. I do think there were some boss fights though that were maybe cooler. Um, but it's really I think it's essentially the same thing. I think also though combat might have been better. Um, in that like or I don't know. I feel like maybe like you could you could string together more combos. No, I mean it did have a combo system. I think more so than Monster Hunter, but it was still fairly limited. Unless they changed it. Oh, it does have full crossplay. That's pretty cool actually. And it's what 4 players, right? I think. Also, uno momento. I'm gonna just check something here. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, also, I forgot to mention too. I think I had played a little bit of Apex 2 off stream, and I think I won again as Caustic. That was pretty nice. I don't know why that I thought of that now, but there we go. Yeah, I still can't believe we freaking won that one. That was pretty crazy. And then also my freaking gas flew through the little like as I went along the zip line. I was so worried. I mean, I guess it was like a 50-50% chance it would go in or not, right? But I didn't think it would go in. I thought I missed my opportunity, but I did it. I did it. Um, I could look into Dauntless though. I think when I was playing it, I liked the hammer the most. I liked smashing things. Yeah. Um, yeah. I've also been thinking a lot about. I started thinking a lot about VR stuff again too. Uh, I might dabble in that again. Maybe when I play some more Beat Saber and maybe some other games on stream or off stream, it'll rekindle my desire to like do some more dev stuff because I have kind of like let it go to the wayside, and I do miss it from time to time. So we shall see, and maybe just maybe you guys can can watch the terrible dev work that unfolds. Um, I just don't know. Like Dauntless seems to be like it seems to have good ratings. So maybe they did do a lot of stuff with it. But you did say mm, what did you say about Dauntless again? Loot box. So is there please tell me it's not a loot box system. I don't remember that being a thing before when I played. Mm. You're right. It did have loot boxes, but apparently this article from 2017 says they're getting rid of loot boxes. Oh, okay. Well, no, then you were right to assume that. um, let's see what it says. Let's see what this says. What does this mean? Dauntless developers drop loot boxes in favor of player first monetization. I love how this is, I think, from 2017, this article, but it's saying that the developers. So, Phoenix Labs have announced that they're stripping loot boxes from their free to play monster hunting game. Hold on. This is kind of odd. I'll be right back. Something is wrong with my throat. Kind of feels like it's closing all of a sudden. Hold on, I'll be right back. I promise I won't die. I'll be right back though. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back and alive for now. Also, I'm gonna turn off that fan. I don't need to blow away anymore. Ah, alrighty. Throat stretch, that's right. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. All of a sudden, my throat just, like, started to close. So, not that, not that it's, I don't even have any allergy stuff. I think my brother took the last one. I don't think that's what it was. I don't know. I don't have no idea what it was, but I just all of a sudden it just closed, and I was like, well, I'm gonna mute and cough and drink water and hope that that helps. Space Channel 5 killed me. That's the reality. That's the truth. um, but yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is maybe that's my body telling me take that break for the night. Um, and I'll look into setting up a Beat Saber. Also, please feel free to send me messages and such on Discord if you have any song requests. It can be as insane as you want. I need to see about though how to install the custom songs. I've done it before, but I know it's just lovely gamers putting together the means to like mod the game, and I know they've had to go gamers have had to transition from mod to mod because like sometimes the modders just stop updating it and stop developing it, and so the torch gets passed to someone else or someone just freaking makes their own mod to like extract the like either do the extraction of the songs or install them and all that fun stuff. So I'll look into doing that. I'll test out the microphone settings and everything, and maybe we'll have some Beat Saber fun tomorrow if all goes according to plan. But yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to my body. That warning. I also did take some puffers just in case, like my Ventolin and Pulmicort Business, and hopefully that'll help just keep everything open. Considering I don't have like allergy medicine, which I probably should have just in case, but I'll live. I'll keep you guys posted. Everyone's like, "There's no stream tomorrow." Oh my god, what happened to her? No, I'll be here. And yeah, you can see me like I said, if I get Beat Saber going, you can see me flailing my arms around like a nincompoop, right? It's what you all want to see. And I will consider the Twitch sings for all of you lovely people. I will consider it. You just remember you might regret encouraging me to do that. That's right. You totally can. Although if I have it my way, I know I've seen it, like I've seen it on YouTube and or Twitch itself, right? Like there are apps that you can install that lets you have the Twitch chat embedded in your field of view. So, I'll see you making fun of me while I'm blind. If I get it working. So I'm gonna hop to it. I'm gonna take a little break away from the computer for a little bit. I'll be here though, so if you guys want to message me with feedback and or like song choices and whatever, let me know because I'll do my best to find them and download them and try and have it ready for tomorrow. Yeah, it is cool. It's really cool. Yeah. It's not like universal. Like one app will work for the HTC Vive or the Oculus. I'll have to look for Oculus specific stuff and use their app. Facebook, not that it's Facebook, but you know what I mean. Man, I can't believe they were bought by Facebook. Meh. But anywho, I shouldn't say that. I want to work with Oculus, right? It's fine. I'll shut up now before I dig my own grave. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for putting up with my terrible shenanigans in Space Channel 5. It was very impromptu, and I was like, I want to just play something fun and stupid. I hope it was just as fun and stupid and enjoyable for all of you. I will finish it eventually one day. Like I said, though, if I have it my way, Beat Saber will be the focus tomorrow. But by damn golly shit, fill in the blank, I can't think of any words, I will finish Space Channel 5. I want Parappa too! Because kick punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I'm sure you'll find. I love it. Oh, so many good songs in that game. Alright, I better stop before my throat closes again. But yes, I will actively do more research about the capture card because, wow, do I ever have a lot of games that we could play if I go old school. So, and I think that would be fun. I think I think a lot of us would enjoy those older games and seeing them again. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for thank you for the bit. The 1 bit nutter. I appreciate it. The rip bit. It was perfect timing too. And yeah, I'll keep you all posted about tomorrow's progress with Beat Saber, and we'll have some fun tomorrow. But for now, take care, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Nighty night. Ciao ciao. See ya. Thank you. You too. Bye bye.